Welcome, folks, to this engaging conversation about Sweet Truth Diabetes Ki Kahani. Let's talk about how this story transforms a dry medical topic into an entertaining narrative.
Absolutely. It's really cool how they spun the diabetes tale into something relatable and fun. Like, who'd have thought a chai shop meetup could be so insightful?
Right, exactly. I mean, picture this. Two old college friends, Amit and Rahul, bumping into each other at a chai shop. And then suddenly, Rahul drops the bomb that he's been told by his doctor he's got diabetes. It's almost cinematic.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the start of a wake-up call, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And the way Rahul describes his symptoms, tiredness, a constant thirst, and frequent bathroom trips, it really captures the subtle warning signs of diabetes. There's a real depth there.
Absolutely. It's like, the narrative reminds us that sometimes we ignore these signs until they hit us hard. And then, just when you're caught off guard, enter Uncle Sharma, the wise and cheerful chai shop owner.
Right. Uncle Sharma is such a great character. He brings that traditional wisdom into the mix, explaining in simple terms how too much sugar and unhealthy food throw off our insulin, which acts like a key, you know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And his analogy with the insulin being a key is so effective. It really simplifies a complex process. It's like when you misplace your house key and suddenly nothing works right.
Exactly. It's a spot-on metaphor. Yeah, it also adds a touch of lightness to the whole conversation about a serious health condition. But don't you think the story might oversimplify some aspects of diabetes management? I mean, lifestyle change is critical, but it's not always that easy for everyone, right?
Good point. I do see that. The narrative, while engaging and uplifting by showing how simple changes like walking, a balanced diet, and low stress can make a difference, might not capture all the complexities every individual faces.
Yep, real life always throws in its twist, doesn't it? Absolutely. And it's like a respectful reminder. The message here isn't to downplay the challenges, but to empower. It's saying, hey, if you can adjust these small habits, you're already taking steps to control your health.
Exactly. And notice how, a few months later, Rahul's transformation is highlighted. He completely switched up his life with a bit of moderation and discipline. That transformation is really encouraging.
Yeah, it's like a personal revolution happening right in the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if the story is saying diabetes isn't the end of life, but rather a wake-up call that prompts healthier living. And that's such a refreshing take, don't you think?
For sure. It reminds us that even a diagnosis like diabetes is not a death sentence. With the right lifestyle modifications, one can control, even reverse some of its impacts, just like how Rahul manages his sugar levels returning to normal.
Yeah, it's empowering. And that upbeat, energetic background music in the narrative totally underlines the positive vibes of taking charge of your health. It makes you think, I can do this too.
Exactly. Plus, the narrative style keeps it light and fun. I mean, who wouldn't want to chat about their health improvements over a cup of chai?
Exactly, a perfect blend of culture and modern health advice. Now, one thing that jumped out at me is how the story uses everyday language to explain a medical process. You know, comparing insulin to a key, it really cuts through the jargon.
Absolutely. It simplifies the whole thing, making it accessible. I mean, think about it. It's kind of like saying, your body has a smart lock, and insulin is the key that helps the sugar in your blood unlock the door to your cells.
That analogy really sticks, doesn't it?
Definitely. And while I love this approach, I feel like it might gloss over that sometimes the lock can also be affected by genetic factors, not just lifestyle.
That's a solid point. Lifestyle changes might not always be enough for everyone, right? True, there's that nuance, but I think the story's primary aim is to inspire people to make healthier choices rather than delve into the complex science behind it.
Yeah, you're spot on. And amidst all the drama and transformation, the underlying message is crystal clear. Balance is key. You maintain a balanced diet, exercise, and manage stress, and you can keep diabetes at bay.
Exactly. It's all about creating a balanced lifestyle. It's very much like a well-choreographed dance between healthy habits, each step leading to improved health.
Right, like every small step counts. Indeed. And this narrative doesn't just preach, it shows. You see Rahul's journey transforming his life, which
Yeah,
makes it
real-life
relatable.
testimonials always hit home, don't they? They really do. And then there's Amit, representing that ever-curious, sometimes shocked friend who encourages you to not ignore warning signs.
Absolutely. Amit's character brings that element of confrontation. Like, hey man, why aren't you taking care of yourself? It serves as a wake-up call, not only for Rahul, but for all listeners.
Exactly. Friendship can really be a catalyst for change. And I love how the narrative uses a relatable setting, a bustling chai shop, city life, even a wise old uncle, to weave in these health insights naturally.
Right, that setting is so fundamental. It lowers the barrier of complexity and speaks the language of everyday experiences. Plus, it makes the health advice feel homegrown, almost like a neighborly tip shared over
So
chai.
genuine and heartfelt. It's inspiring and uplifting. And looking at it, the entire podcast essentially turns the Meeti Bimari into a story of hope, perseverance, and transformation.
Exactly. At its heart, this narrative reminds us, diabetes doesn't have to cast a shadow over your life if you make mindful choices and balance your lifestyle.
Yeah, it's an energetic push for self-care. And in a world where we often feel bombarded by health scares, this kind of storytelling is like a breath of fresh air, a blend of cultural wisdom and modern insights.
Absolutely, it's a sweet truth that resonates. It tells you that controlling diabetes is about small, sustained changes, not just medication or drastic measures. And that message, wrapped in such an engaging narrative, is
Couldn't
really
agree
powerful.
more. So, folks, as we wrap up our discussion, let's remember that health is a journey and every little step counts.
Exactly. Stay balanced, stay active, and keep that chai flowing because every sip and every step can make a real
Absolutely.
difference.
Cheers to health.